Yeah, how's everybody? Today we'll continue on with a game called Return to Shironagasu Island. Where were we? Here we are. Real, are you ready? Just know that I only give you my medical opinion. Don't expect anything else from me. That's all I need. Alright, let's get the show on the road. On this road. This vase is broken. Did it fall when he caught fire? The flower vase. They were very lovely flowers. Okay, let's do this from top to bottom. They've been burnt to a crisp. There's almost nothing left of them. Wonder where such a severe fire could have come from. It's certainly strange. The vase is also covered in soot. The burns on his face appear to be especially severe. There appear to be several second-degree and third-degree burns. However, there is little soot in the mouth, and no, how do you pronounce it, edema? There seem to be almost no airway burns. Do you mean he lost consciousness before the fire reached his throat? He was probably in a state of shock, rather than losing consciousness due to a lack of oxygen. In any case, his airways have not been burnt. I see. Makes me want to turn my face away. I believe that he lost consciousness and did not suffer. His clothes are also burned quite badly. Were they made of flammable material? They appear to be terribly burnt. Even so, they shouldn't have caught fire like that. Flammable liquid must have been poured on them. But they don't smell like gasoline. Then why did his clothes burn like that? The burns on his arms appear to be particularly severe. They're all third-degree burns. Some doctors would even describe them as fourth-degree burns. Some parts of the skin appear to be completely charred. His arms are bent in a strange way. They look like that because the heat deformed the muscle protein. For example, raw meat shrinks when you grill it, right? Same thing. That's good to know. I really like steak a lot more now. The top of his trousers are relatively unburnt, but I can't find any evidence in his pockets. I should look elsewhere. The burns on his legs are particularly bad. All skin color is gone. They are almost charred. This would never happen only because his clothes caught fire. It's as if he committed suicide by burning himself to death. The fact that the degrees of burns vary by body part also bothers me. Keep my head on straight. Oh, look at that. Huh? Thomas's wallet. There's something in it. I have something to tell you. Return to your room 5 minutes after everyone is gathered for lunch. We will talk about this there, Sir Raymond. Although some parts have been burnt, I can still make it out. It's a simple message. Looks like someone wanted to kill Thomas. They lured him here with this note. Sir Raymond may have been the killer, or someone else. They just used Sir Raymond's name. There's also something else here. Quarantine level 3. It's the same kind of card as the one Roy Higgins had. Unfortunately, it appears that the fire badly damaged the IC chip. It's probably not usable anymore. Quarantine level. I have a bad feeling about this. Does this mean there's such a place on this island? What could be hidden there? Quarantine zone. Did my clothes burn like that? What else? I should look elsewhere. Nothing on his pockets. Burn on his legs. Could a violent fire have started from below? I think I've been able to make sense of the situation. Let's put all of these facts together. Okay, we need to think. First, the cause of death. How did he die? Asphyxiation or shock from the burns? It has to be one of the two. The burns are particularly severe on the arms and legs, but relatively minor on his face and the rest of his body. Basically, it is a full body burn, but not at the same degree in all places. There are no fire traces in this corridor, and there's nothing here that can cause burns. That's really a mystery, isn't it? How could he catch fire in a stone passage? Did he really get burnt here, or did he move here afterward? I don't think that happened. Judging from the burn marks, severity, and the absence of airway burns, it could have only been moved a few inches. I see. Because he's extremely heavy, it is also unlikely that he was carried here. The mystery deepens. How could Thomas have suffered such burns here? It's almost as if someone used a flamethrower on him. It's certainly strange. Burnt to death somewhere without fire. At any rate, considering everything, this is unlikely to have been an accident. There is no fire in this area and the lightning strike could not have caused this. Lightning couldn't have done this. Intense flames definitely caused this. We also have to consider that this was a suicide. We don't know the reason why he killed himself, but it could be a suicide. He could have committed suicide by dousing himself with gasoline. But what about that letter? Someone lured Thomas here. So with that in mind, we can narrow this down to one explanation. This is a murder. Murder? I can't believe it. Who would do such a thing and why? Who did this, why, and how? Those are the questions. And I'll have to find the answers. If the killer is not found, then... In any case, this has become a very dangerous situation. We all should be careful. Whoever killed Thomas is definitely still on this island. What the... I immediately look around, startling Riel, who is standing next to me. Where is that voice coming from? What, Thomas is still alive? He's breathing again. How can he be still alive? He wasn't breathing at all. Riel's face turns pale and she backs away. I turn my eyes towards Riel. Even if a miracle happened, Thomas can't survive in this condition. I look at Riel, trying to get an answer. Riel, with an expression of fear on her face, replies to me by shaking her head. I approach Thomas. Hey, Thomas, don't worry. The burns are not as bad as you think. But you should rest. We will get to the bottom of this. Thomas mutters, with a voice that sounds like someone's last breath. Inger... Riedman. What? Inger... Riedman? Riedman? How do you pronounce that? His stammering words sound delirious. I hold my ear next to his mouth, but that is all I can hear. All that remains is a faint breathing sound. He eventually stops breathing. A few moments later, Riel checks Thomas's pupillary reflexes. She tries to check his breathing pulse, but eventually she meets my gaze. He's gone. For real this time. I'm so sorry. I should have checked him more thoroughly. I jumped to conclusions too quickly. I thought there was no way he could have been alive. You did a good job, Riel. Everyone would have assumed the same in this situation. Thomas was no longer breathing when I arrived, and I also thought that he was already dead. Don't let it get to you. Thanks for trying to make me feel better, but I still failed as a doctor. After a short moment of silence, the other side of the door becomes noisy. Did something happen? Is everybody alright? Vincent and Abby show up. They sure took their sweet time. I explained the situation to Vincent. And that's what happened. Since this has happened, I would like you to let me use a communication device to make contact with the mainland. I understand. There's a long-distance transmitter in the mansion. I will take you there. All the way back on the left side is our communication room. In there, I can communicate with Alaska through Unalaska. What? Looks like someone was already a step ahead of us. The equipment has been destroyed beyond repair. But this is strange. How were they able to destroy it without anyone noticing it? I have a bad feeling about this. Vincent, is there any other communication equipment? Unfortunately, there is not. This is the only communication equipment in Louis Associé. However, it will be possible to communicate when the ship returns, which means I cannot make any contact until then. I need to find out who destroyed this transmitter. Vincent, when was the last time you saw it in working order? Have you heard any suspicious sounds in here? I checked the transmitter shortly after everyone arrived on the island. I used it to communicate with the ship. I do not recall hearing any strange noises in here. After we arrived, this means that anyone could have destroyed it if they didn't care about the risk of being found. Pardon my interruption, but I just discovered that the glass on the back door has been broken. Could it be that whoever destroyed the transmitter also broke the glass? The glass on the back door. Abby, could you take me there, please? Certainly, this way. As Abby said, the glass on the door has been broken. Did someone smash the glass to open the door? It's a bit strange though. Would anyone be foolish enough to trespass on this isolated island? It doesn't make sense. How the hell do they know where this communication room is? How do they know this island so well? Even if anyone would trespass, what does this mean? And it's also because they're representatives, right? They shouldn't know about this island thoroughly, so maybe it's one of the people who aren't the representatives? I don't know, man. Abby, are there any places on this island where someone could be hiding? There is a cabin near the port. I can't think of anywhere besides the cabin that is more safe from the harsh weather. If there is a trespasser, what could their intentions be? I really don't know. In any case, I'd like to meet Sir Raymond and discuss this with him. Would that be possible? Our master? That is... I will take you to his room. However, I do not know if he will be there. That's fine. Please, show the way. Very well. Please follow me. You will find an elevator on your right. It will take you to the upper floors. Okay, we're going to the elevator ride. Yay. Sir Raymond's living quarters are on the 4th floor. Considering what has happened, why hasn't Sir Raymond shown himself yet? He's a rather fickle person. It is not unusual for him to disappear like this. Even if he does disappear, this is a solitary island in the middle of the ocean, so he has to be somewhere in this mansion. I would really like to meet him. Here we go. Oh, God damn it, my throat hurts. So this is the 4th floor. No, that is a door. That is a door. There is a plain door across from the elevator. Vincent approaches it and knocks. Master, one of our guests would like to have a word. There is something he would like to discuss with you. Sir Raymond, my name is Neneko. I came to this island on behalf of Roy Higgins. Earlier today, a person died in the corridor of the guest building. Considering the circumstances, I believe that he was murdered. I would like to discuss this with you. However, there is no response. I listen at the door, trying to detect signs of life. However, either Sir Raymond is holding his breath or he's simply not there. The door looks simple at first glance, but on closer inspection, I notice that it has been made of steel. There's a keycard reader beside the old-fashioned door, which seems out of place. This room appears to be well protected. Sir Raymond doesn't appear to be here, but I can't just search his living quarters. Vincent, could you please let me know the moment you see Sir Raymond or hear from him? Certainly. Why is Sir Raymond hiding? Could Sir Raymond have lured Thomas with that letter and then killed him? That would be a rather bad situation. There might be many other enemies in this mansion as well. I should be careful. I can't trust the mansion staff either. Oh boy. Why is this happening? It's completely dark outside. Even the Bering Sea that can normally be seen from the dining hall is not visible. You can barely see it. Barely see it. Okay. Our main dish is salted fish. Salted fish. A bright sauce has been used to obscure the charring of the fish, perhaps to avoid any associations with the burnt body. After what happened today, I doubt anyone will have an appetite for beef for the foreseeable future. But by the way, I heard a lot of dolphins were recently washed on the beach in Florida. First I've heard about that. Wow, really? That reminds me, I once petted a dolphin at an event. Ha! Nobody seems to be very interested in eating, even though the main dish has been served. They're all making small talk, just scraping their plates with their cutlery. I get occasional glances. I guess I know what everyone is thinking. If there's a killer on the loose in the mansion, they might be their next target. One of the many ways to kill someone is by poisoning them. Poisoning is the best way to kill someone in this situation. In which case, the detective would likely be taken care of first. In other words, everyone here is looking at me to see if I am poisoned. That's why they only eat the same foods that I've also eaten. Jacob, who is an alcoholic, isn't drinking any wine. Neneko is looking at me like everyone else. Et tu, Neneko? Hey, you're my assistant. At least show some sympathy. In any case, if someone from the mansion staff were really planning to kill everyone, they wouldn't have been so subtle. There are better ways to kill us all. Poisoning everyone at our first meal, blowing up the guest room building, or hiring someone to mow us down with a machine gun. That is why it is very mysterious how Thomas was murdered. Anyway, I should continue my meal. Otherwise, it will take them forever to finish eating. In for a penny, in for a pound, they say. I resign myself to my fate and eat a slice of fish. What? What the hell? No, this is delicious. Everyone stares at me with murderous gazes. Oh, don't be so angry. I'm just kidding. Anyway, now that I'm eating the fish without dropping dead, everyone else starts eating cautiously as well. Eventually, the gloomy dinner is finally over. Geesh, what a terribly depressing meal. I ate the food, but I wonder if it really wasn't poison. I mean, there are slow-acting poisons like diamphototoxin or alpha-amanitin, I don't know how it's pronounced. If they really wanted to poison us, they would have done so already at lunch. It makes me more worried. They haven't cleaned up the murder scene. Are they going to clean that up? You already finished your investigation, right? I want to preserve the murder scene until the police come, so try to ignore it for now. I don't think I can. On closer inspection, the left side appears to be more badly burned. The table which the vase was on appears to be burned as well. The lines are also broken, and the wall is covered with charring marks. I'm certain that Thomas fell down around here. I'm not interested in any of that. I want to get away from this place as quickly as possible, so bye. Neneko runs away from the crime scene. Well, this is not her job anyway. Oh well, I should go back to my room. Phew, doesn't look like I'll get any rest while I'm on this island. Sounds like the weather is really rough outside. Surrounded by the raging sea without help from the mainland, I have to stay on this island for 4 days before the ship returns. I'm not so happy about that. Well, I guess I'll just have to do as much as I can. Oh, my bag. I take my automatic handgun hidden in the lower bottom of my suitcase. I originally wanted to bring one more, but did not want to risk having my cover blown. I don't want to think about any situations where I will have to use this. Right, what now? In any case, I should get everyone's testimonies about Thomas's murder. This should give me a better understanding of the situation. However, as I recall, everyone was inside the dining hall when Thomas was murdered. No, I should not jump to conclusions. I could talk to Neneko about the situation at the dining hall. She should remember exactly what happened at that time. If anyone left even for a short while, then it would be an important clue. Huh? I thought I heard a noise at the door, or was it just my imagination? I don't see anyone in the hallway though. Yeah, guess I'm just wound up. Wait a minute. No, I wasn't wrong. Wait in front of the mansion at 8 p.m.? An unsigned notice. This is pretty shady, to be honest. It's likely that this is a trap. But if it's not, I might learn some important information, something that shouldn't see the light of day. Anyway, it's almost 8 o'clock. If I'm going, I'll have to leave the room now. What should I do? Huh? A phone call. Hello? Did you see my note? I know this voice. Jacob, is that you? I don't want to talk too long on the phone. You never know if someone is listening in on us. Did you see the note? I would like to meet at the time and place I mentioned. And what if we meet? You're not setting a trap for me, are you? A trap? Don't be silly. I just want to talk about what happened today. Regardless of why you came to the island, you're the only one whose identity I'm certain of. So you're the only one I can trust. I see, so there's something you don't want the others to know. Anyway, we shouldn't talk on the phone. We can continue this conversation later at the place I mentioned in the note. Be on time if you want to hear what I have to say. If you're late by just a minute, this conversation is over. Understand? After he says that, he hangs up on me. From the sound of it, Jacob knows something about Thomas's death. This is pretty suspicious, but I really need more information about what happened. Guess I have no choice but to go there. But of course, I have to make up a backup plan. Pick up the phone again and call a number. Eesh. Should have known she never picks up the phone. Hurry up already. I don't have a lot of time. I hear a zombie-like moan on the other end. Most people will not recognize this as a human voice. Neneko, I'm going to say something important, so listen carefully. Jacob asked me to meet him in front of the mansion because he has something important to talk about. He could be trying to lure me into a trap, though. I need you to lock your room. Do not open your door for anyone until I come back. Do you understand? No matter who it is, I'm not sure who can be trusted right now. I wasn't going to open the door for anybody anyway. Ikeda, I don't think you should go because I think it's really a trap. Right now, I really need some information. Jacob seems to have some important information he wants to share with me. Neneko, if I don't come back, then Jacob is likely the killer. In that case, ask Riel for help. Don't say things that make me worried. I really think you shouldn't go. Hey, what's the matter? Are you okay? I haven't talked on the phone for a long time, so it started feeling sick. I think I'm going to throw up. Anyway, hope you feel better. I have to go. Wait. Don't leave me. I don't want to tag along, but I don't like being left behind either. And we're supposed to be partners, right? Listening to Neneko's jabbering was taking much too long already, so I hung up on her. Alright, time to go. I should go to the location mentioned in the note. In front of the mansion. Oh, my neck. Owie. The main building has become deadly quiet. It's just eerie. It's eerie just how quiet it is here. There are no signs of staff in the mansion, probably because everything has been cleaned up. Nobody has seen me come here. I approach the big front door. The big door is a regular lock. It can be unlocked from the inside. It doesn't have an alarm. Looks like I can just open it. Fortunately, there's no rain or wind. However, I can hear thunder in the distance. The weather may suddenly become bad. It's almost time, but there's still no sign of Jacob. I guess I don't even have to wait for him in front of the mansion like this. I'll hide in the shadows until he shows up and take a look at the surrounding area. Alrighty then. I don't know if there's a good drainage or not, but the road isn't muddy. I don't see any footprints. There's probably nobody else hiding around here. It makes me worried that I can only hide in the shadows. Everywhere else is exposed. I don't see anyone coming out of the front door. If the door is open, I should be able to see light coming from there. Could Jacob be hiding somewhere as well? If that's the case, the situation will become complicated, and we'll have to see who can wait the longest. I can see light from the main building. Light is coming from the area near the entrance, the corridor, and the elevator. Sir Raymond's living quarters are on the 4th floor. All of the lights are off there. I wonder where he went. Not sure where the servants' room are. There has to be a large power generator if they can use this much electricity. It's rather luxurious for a solitary island in the ocean. Nothing unusual. It's still surprising that they built the bridge there. It's extremely windy there. The bridge is a place where the wind gets through. No wonder it is insanely cold in the bridge. Prison, huh? The lights are in on some of the guest rooms as well. Which rooms are visible from here? The one at the back of the 2nd floor is Riel's room. Next to that is Thomas's room. Akira's room is on the front. Of course, it's not strange that the lights in Thomas's room are not on, but it is a little bit odd that the lights in Akira's room are also not on. I guess you might have gone to Giselle's room? Sure. Is that Alex's room on the 1st floor with the lights on? The lights are off in Aurora's room. All the other rooms on the 1st floor are empty. I wonder why they assigned our rooms this way. I'm a bit curious about that. I can tell what everyone's rooms are like. Makes me worried. The black clouds are flowing in the sky. Occasionally a bolt of lightning strikes between them. The sound of thunder is still far away, but maybe slowly getting closer. At least there's no rain or wind. Standing in the rain in a place like this would be tragic. There are black clouds in the sky, but it's not entirely dark. Face to the moon above. I don't think anyone can see where I'm hiding. There's nobody there right now. Nobody there. What an eerie sky. Hang on, I think someone just came out of the mansion. Is it Jacob? I can't tell from this far away. Should I approach them? They appear to be looking around. Huh? What the darn? No way! They just shot at me. What should I do? Fight back. I have to fight back. That was a close one. How are they aiming so well? They're a good shot. They know exactly where I am because of the muzzle flash from my gun. Looks like there's no place to hide. I'll have to fight back while moving. Ow. Ah, shit. Did I get shot? Did I mess up by trying to fight back like that? I can't move. Someone is approaching. I can't make out who it is because of the contrast between darkness and brightness of the light. Is it Jacob or someone else? Who is it? Sup, my guy? Ugh. No, wait, it can't be you. Did you kill Thomas? Why did you have to kill him? Did I make a stupid mistake? I overlooked something important. Was I wrong all along? Could it be? Huh? Neneko? What? 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 Why is Neneko? What? What was that? Am I imagining things? Jeez, give me a break. Hang on, I think someone just came out of the mansion. Jacob, should I approach them? What should I do? What the fuck? What was that? That was weird. No, I shouldn't give away my position. They may not know my exact location. I should wait and see how this plays out for a little bit longer. But who is that? Did Jacob set a trap for me? It would be too simplistic if that's really the case. Whoa, that was a close call. A bullet just missed me. Wait a minute, this is not right. Whoever's shooting shouldn't be able to see me. Are they wearing night vision goggles? That would be very bad, and I might not survive this. Should I fight back? Wait, fight back again? Have to fight back? Is this the same? Nobody's right, I have to fight back, etc. Yep. Okay. Better be looking around, no way. Wait and observe. And then, wait and observe the situation again. If I fight back, they don't know where I am. Or maybe they're trying to draw me out. Shouldn't fall for it. I should take a deep breath and look for any opportunities. Did the door just close? They ran away because I wasn't going to step out of the shadows. Now it's my turn to pursue them. I'm going to find out who that was. Yay, we did it. I don't see anybody at the entrance. Looks like they don't want to draw attention to themselves inside the mansion. Although they've escaped, I can still catch up with them. Darn it, where are they hiding? Was that really Jacob? Or was it someone else, other guests or staff? Hang on, I can hear footsteps. Jacob! Huh? Kiddo, what are you doing here? Did you read my note? Hang on, this is strange. It doesn't look like someone who just attempted to kill me. I can see he's not trying to kill me. He looks too calm to kill me. Looks like we need to have a little chat. Did you see anyone suspicious around here? Suspicious? I haven't seen any other guests nor servants. I would have turned back if I had come across anyone. Does it appear to be lying? What do you mean by that? What is going on? Don't tell me that someone attacked you. Why did you ask me to go outside? Why did you ask me to go outside? Can't you see what I went through? Thanks to you, I'm now covered in mud. Thanks to me? What are you talking about? Just like I wrote in that note, I've been waiting at the back door this whole time. The back door? What are you talking about? Your note said I had to wait in front of the mansion. I gave the note to Jacob. This note was left at your room? This is not the note I left. This handwriting is different. What do you mean? Someone switched your note with this one? That appears to be the case. Darn it, it's probably the work of Thomas's killer. I take the note from Jacob and lean in close next to his sleeve. Whoa, hey, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. I don't smell gunpowder residue on Jacob's sleeve. Oh, okay. Which means that whoever assaulted me wasn't Jacob. But then, who was it? Did you see anybody else here? Now that I think about it, I believe I did catch a glimpse of someone. It could have been my imagination, though. In any case, that's all I've seen. Did I let them go, or is Jacob trying to mess with me? Hey, what happened? Tell me. It appears someone knew about our meeting. It looks like they were a step ahead of us. What do you mean? Did someone attack you? What on earth happened? Nah, no big deal. I only just dodged a bullet. Darn, looks like they're really trying to kill us, perhaps even indiscriminately. Does anything come to mind? I didn't want to tell this here, but I have something to tell you. In a nutshell, I know how Thomas was killed. What do you mean? By the murder method. Do you know something about the peculiar way he was killed? Yeah, it appears to be a method superior to what I know of, though. The principle seems to be similar, though. Well, spit it out, man. I'm afraid I won't be able to tell you about the murder method itself. There are other considerations I have to keep into account. Considerations? Yeah. Ikeda, let me give you some advice. Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. You will die otherwise. Your job is only to find out who the killer is, alright? Give me a break. You're asking me to fight a killer with almost nothing to go on? That's right, find the killer and then kill them. That's only what you're supposed to do. Can't you give me anything more substantial to go on? You're persistent, aren't you? Alright then, just one more thing. It was a transparent killer that took Thomas's life. A transparent killer. What's that supposed to mean? It's very vague. It's up to you to think of that as vague or not, but this is what killed him in the end. That's all I have to say about that. The fuck? Why doesn't Jacob want to talk about exactly how Thomas was killed? I don't understand it at all. Do you have any idea who the killer could be? Sir Raymond's message does worry me, but if the murder method that I think was actually used, the killer is probably one of the guests. Also, it's a woman. Without a doubt, it's a woman. Watch your back around all women. The killer is most likely female. Female? How do you know that? Enough already. Just listen to me, Keta. This advice will definitely help you. I don't think I'll be able to learn more about the killer and the murder method from him. I'd better ask him about something else. Jacob, I want you to tell me what you did before and after Thomas was murdered. Hey, am I a suspect? I didn't say that. Gathering testimonies and finding inconsistencies between them is the core of any investigation. By cooperating, you can also help dispel doubts I might have. Now tell me, what were you doing then? Very well. Everyone assembled and lunch started at 12 o'clock. I was drinking in the lounge with Riel for about 30 minutes before that. So you were with Riel. Where is the lounge? The lounge is right next to the dining hall. I was drinking the wine I had them decant for me, and Riel came in to talk. Nothing particularly strange happened at that time. Were you in the lounge with Riel the whole time? I believe we left for 4 or 5 minutes mutually, not for more than 10 minutes. You brought your own wine to the lounge? No, I had that maid Abby bring me wine in a glass. I see. Could you tell me what you did in the dining hall after that? As you know, I was just having a meal normally. Oh, I did go to the bathroom once, but that was the only time I left. I was gone for about 5 minutes. I don't remember exactly at what time I left my seat. After the meal, we all listened to that recording. I stayed in the hall to think about it, but when I went to the bridge because I heard loud voices coming from there, you know what happened next. I'm telling the truth. I can't say that I simply take his word for it, but his testimony sounds truthful. I'll have to compare it to the testimonies of the others later. Will this do? Is there anything else you would like to ask? Actually, there is. Jacob, do you know anything about the Demon of Shironagasu Island? The Demon of Shironagasu Island. What about it? So you do know about it, don't you? You saw it, right? That painting in the hallway? The Demon of Shironagasu Island is a half-shark, half-human creature from the depths of the ocean. You should look at the painting on the wall behind me. They say that this monster is the Demon of Shironagasu Island. Of course, it's just a ridiculous story that's trying to be scary. There are some stupid rumors about people saw that monster on this island during the World War II. I see, so this is the Demon of Shironagasu Island. Well, it certainly is a painting made for people with peculiar tastes. Looks eerie, more like an alien more than a fish-human hybrid. Oversized black eyes, a distorted humanoid form. The only hint of a fish-human hybrid would be the fins on its hands. In any case, I don't think I would ever hang up such a painting myself. So you understand that it's just a story. Why did you ask me about it? No reason, I was just a little bit curious. But if it was just some scary story, why was Thomas so afraid? It might mean something else that Jacob doesn't even know about. Sir Raymond appears to like the creature, but I don't get it. What's so interesting about that monster? Hang on. What is it? Did you remember anything? I just remember that there was a man who said he saw that demon on this island. Guess he probably mistook something else for it. There was a man who saw it? Where did he see it? Who knows? He disappeared from this island. He was frightened like a fool. Might have become crazy and killed himself. Maybe the eeriness of this mansion got to him. That's what I heard anyway. A man who saw the Demon of Shironagasu Island and then disappeared. Is it Roy Higgins? Will this do? This is all I know. Something else, Jacob. On the ship, you asked me, blood or flesh? What did you mean by that? Ikeda, I told you this already, but don't stick your nose in too deeply. On this island, there are so many things that you really should not know about. Jacob says this in an angry, sharp tone. It looks like he really doesn't want me to know about it. Actually, there's something strange going on here. Something strange. There ought to be many people working in this mansion, but I don't see any of them. I wonder where they've gone. People are supposed to be here, but they're not, including Sir Raymond. As soon as I've said that, I hear footsteps approaching us. I turn my head in their direction. Good evening, Mr. Rutland, Mr. Ikeda. Is there anything I can help you with? That is to say, I heard that there were some outstanding wines in the main building. I was wondering if we could sample some of them. That's right, Mr. Ikeda and I were having some drinks, and we both became so excited about it. That's why we came here. I see. Our master instructed me to give our guests unlimited access to our wine cellar. Please follow me. I will take you there. Did she buy it? Anyway, it looks like we'll get to taste some exquisite wines. This is our wine cellar. There is a wide selection of alcoholic beverages in the cellar. Not just wines, but other liquors as well. This is truly spectacular. Not many hotels in the United States can afford this much liquor. Can we really drink whatever we want? Of course, please do not hesitate to take anything home with you as well. There are all kinds of wines here, even bottles of Romani Conti. Although those do not suit my palate. Romani Conti, those wines cost more than $10,000 per bottle. I'd like to take a bottle home with me, but well, I probably wouldn't know the difference between that one and a cheap supermarket wine. I should just take a bottle of whiskey with me instead. There are many types of Islay whiskeys. Most of them are well aged as well. If I have to pick just one, I'll have this Bowmore Old Sea Dragon aged 30 years. Good choice. Bowmore has a powerful iodine smell, like peat smoky flavor, but its 30-year-old variety is an excellent drink in harmony with the scent of sherry barrels that sublimates into a rich fragrance. Sublimates. I've had it once in New York. Even now, I still can't forget its scent. I'm glad that I'll be able to drink it again. But there are really so many kinds of liquors here. It looks like there's a considerable amount of 96% proof rectified spirit. Do you really need this amount? It's almost pure ethanol. Spiritus can also be used for cocktails, but we mainly use it for making fruit liquor. I recommend our limoncello, which is made here in the mansion by soaking the rinds of pesticide-free lemons in spiritus. Please let me know if you would like to try some. Fruit liquor, I see. That explains why there's so much of it. There's also a bar counter in the dining hall, and we can always drink there as long as we inform them in advance. Why don't we head there now? My apologies, but I have to take a rain check. A lot of things happened today. I'm going to enjoy a nice dram of this beauty alone in my room. You'll find ice and soda water in your room. Please let us know if you need anything else. Thank you, I will. Oh shit. I have to end it here, fellas. Ooh boy, what is going on here? How does Jacob know about this stuff? He is working here, so yeah, he knows some stuff. Who killed Thomas? Why did Ikeda say Neneko's name? Did Neneko shoot at us? Nah, I'm kidding. It's not. So this is Return to Shironagasu Island. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.